work. And Nish, we're going to throw it over to you at Cloudflare. How about highlighting a specific example that you would like to illuminate for the listening audience regarding what's going on in respect to the cloud implementations?
Yeah, so for those that may not be quite as familiar, at a very high level, Cloudflare just makes it safer to securely access things on the internet. And in the world that we live in, everything is practically connected to the internet these days, right? One way or another, it gets to the internet and through the internet. So if we think about even about something like the warfighter that presents itself in kind of the tactical mission networks that need secure and reliable connectivity across the US or across the globe. So I'll start with just kind of a simple analogy to say, if we think about how we used to navigate directions with the physical map, right? You had this kind of that would be kind of legacy IT model of relying on a physical map and compass, and you had to carry the tools with you, and you'd constantly calculate depending on where you were, your exact position on a fixed point. So all that was kind of slow and manual, and there's like this human error kind of component to that, right? So GPS changed the mapping kind of model in the same way that Cloudflare changes the concept of like networking in the cloud. And you don't log into a specific like GPS satellite. You don't really care which specific satellite is orbiting closest to you at any given moment. All that is invisible to you, right? The capacity that you have in GPS is just simply blankets the earth. And so Cloudflare and the massive networks that you think about, they basically just allow you to get from point A to point B as quickly as possible and make that feel local. You don't want to feel like you had to traverse the other side of the world to get to a secure location where you're accessing your data. And so just turning on your receiver and the data is instantly like pulled down exactly where you are standing. That is the power of the modern network and the needs for some of the services and kind of capabilities that are going to be needed as people move towards kind of these newer generation of application development. And so as I think about that from a just kind of success profile, it's in automating the policy enforcement at the first hop, right? You don't want to wait until it gets to the front door of the Army, Navy, Coast Guard. You want that to happen far away, as close to the origin of that attacker or that service as possible. And so by moving that policy decision point to the edge of Cloudflare, we are neutralizing a lot of these threats before they ever become noise for any of the agencies that we support.